Yeah, great opportunity to take advantage of all the exciting programming here on Showtime. On the subject of excitement, in just 3 months, June 4th to be exact, Showtime Championship Boxing returns to Manchester, England for a major event, a titanic 140-pound matchup that has the elements of a fierce all-action affair. IBF champion Kostya Tszyu, the Thunder from down under, will venture into hostile territory to face highly rated, undefeated hometown hero Ricky the Hitman Hatton. Last night I had a chance to talk with both combatants in a three-way satellite hookup between Las Vegas, Manchester, and Melbourne. Kostya, Ricky, first of all, thanks so much for taking the time and joining us. It's Saturday night in Australia. It's early Saturday morning in Manchester, and it's 11 p.m. Friday night here in Las Vegas. Just for a point of reference, let me start with you, Kostya. You came off the long layoff, almost 2 years, and stopped Shambaugh Mitchell, no easy task, in the third round back in November. Explain how the heck you pulled that off.
It was a good fight. I was really enjoyed that fight. Even 2 years off, that didn't mean that I was off from training. I was twice in the recovery, and I was working very hard to make sure that don't have any rust in my body. That's why I trained very, very hard during this period. And that's the result. I was very determined and had big will to train and prove to many critics that I'm still around and still #1.
All right, Kostya, let me switch to Ricky now. Despite your success, some might say this is too big of a step up in class for you against Kostya Tszyu. Ricky, what's your reaction to that?
Well, yeah, obviously, I think the fight's 13 weeks away, so me and Kostya's got plenty of time to prepare correctly, but it's the fight's going to take place at 2 o'clock in the morning, English time. So that's very, very different. It's maybe 4 or 5 hours to later on to what I would normally fight. So probably when the fight gets maybe 5 or 6 weeks out, I'm going to go in the gym and start training at 2 in the morning. So my body gets adjusted and used to training at I'm fighting at the early hours of the morning. But it is a little bit of a pain, if you like. But when you see what's on the line and what's at stake, you'd do absolutely anything to achieve your goal. So it is a little bit of a minor hiccup, but it's you do what you've got to do.
Kostya Tszyu, do you have any final words for Ricky Hatton?
Oh, look, final word gonna be when we finish the fight. This is gonna be final. Right now, look, it's still 3 months ahead. I know it's for both of us. It's gonna be a big challenge, entertain a different challenge, but it's a big challenge. I look forward. I want you, Ricky, to train very, very hard. Make sure that we will have a great fight to make sure that everyone who bought the tickets and able to come to the arena will enjoy themselves. All the millions of people who are going to watch on TV, don't blink their eyes. It's another advice. Anything can happen.
And Ricky, how about you? Any last words for Kostya Tszyu?
Well, there's nothing really to say, really. I'm just, so happy to be getting the opportunity, and I thank Kostya, for the opportunity. It'll, like Kostya said, it'll be a fantastic fight. We've got a lot of hard work ahead of us, but I think come June the 5th, I'll prove that I've been more than a worthy challenger, and it will be something very, very special. And you always dream of these days, and I hope I'm not going to let it slip through my fingers, and I'm sure it's going to be a pleasure sharing the ring with someone with the talent of Kostya.
Well, obviously there is a great deal of respect between the two of you guys. Gentlemen, thanks so much for your time. Kostya, I know it's nighttime in Australia. Ricky, thanks for getting up so early in Manchester. We really look forward to a lot of fireworks on June 4th. All the best to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, they are saving it for the ring. Ricky Hatton's ring walk alone is worth the price of admission, as his adoring, raucous fans always belt out the Hitman's theme song, Blue Moon, in deafening fashion. And they'll really raise the roof to try and psych out Kostya Tszyu. Back here with my partner Al Bernstein. Al, a big factor has to be that crowd.
You know, there will be almost 20,000 people in that building. And by the way, this fight sold out in 3 hours, and they're having it at 2 a.m. in the morning, which is pretty extraordinary. Kostya Tszyu says it's not going to be a factor. He said, I've faced hostile crowds. He referenced when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez in Phoenix, and trust me, there was no Kostya Tszyu fans in that arena that night. I don't know if it's comparable, but Kostya Tszyu is so focused and so professional, I don't think it will have a huge impact on him.
Physically, how those guys look to you?
Well, let's just say that Ricky Hatton belongs in our weekend promo, doesn't he?
Oh.
Do they have buffets in England? I know they have here in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Well, you know, this is part of the problem with Ricky Hatton is that he does go up and down in weight, and he would like to do that less, but, you know, he has to come down a lot for these fights, and I think someday, all joking aside, that's going to catch up with him. I don't know if it'll be against Kostya Tszyu.
That'd be flattering to Kirstie Alley, by the way. By the way,
True.
that show will be live to the United States. It'll take place. We'll be actually announcing the fight about 2 a.m.
Exactly.
Live to accommodate the live American TV
lots
audience.
Of coffee for us.
Yes, yes, yes. More than usual. Anyway,
Yeah.
Well, one thing's for sure, it really should be a very memorable night/morning in Manchester. Join us for Tszyu versus Hatton, Saturday, June 4th, live on Showtime.